YouTube comments are very, very funny. They can go from like heartfelt comments to the exact opposite of just absolute hate. And whenever that hate comes in, there's always that one guy who just wants to say, cry about it. And it's just so funny. Shout out to you, by the way. There are also comments about like questions and such. And no, I don't mean that one right there. I mean the types of questions that are like, questions about magic tricks, or like, you know, how you do magic tricks. And all these comments, I've always responded to, oh, I'll get back to you on that, or I'll make a video of explaining how you do that. Well, guess what? This is that video. So in this video, I'll be answering all of the questions that I've seen through my comments. And no, not that one. So without further ado, let's get started. So in this guy's comment, which his name is pretty awesome, is Mr. Grape, Winterfield's Vineyard. Sorry, that was a really bad joke. He asked for the basics of magic, how to shuffle a deck, and what a lift is. So that's what we're gonna do today. So first up is how you can shuffle a deck of cards. So, and if this tutorial, small tutorial, isn't really helpful, I would recommend checking out this video right here. It'll explain more in depth about more shuffles and such, and you can do those. So we're gonna start out with a riffle shuffle. And this is the basic riff. This is a pretty basic shuffle. Although the bridge is a little bonus thing that you can do with the cards as well. So let's get into it. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have the deck right here, and you're gonna split it in half, just like that, okay? Then what you're gonna do is you're going to take your fingers, like this, your index fingers, and then you're gonna take your middle fingers, and then your ring fingers like this right here, and then your thumbs right here, and then your pinkies are gonna do nothing. So it's gonna look something like this. Before you do the riffle shuffle, I would practicing doing this, like that. You'd riffle through the cards, and that's why it's called the riffle shuffle. So you're essentially riffling them together instead of apart, just like that. And then to do the bridge, you're gonna take your thumb, you're gonna put it in the middle, and then you're gonna grab the cards from underneath, and then you're just gonna bridge it. You shuffle, put your thumb in the middle, and then you bend, and you just let go with your fingers, just like that. And if you want a more in-depth tutorial of how to do that, I'd recommend clicking on that video back there. So do that. All right, so next up is the double lift, just like that. And it's quite an easy thing to do. What you're gonna do is you're going to just hold the cards like this in mechanic grip. This is called mechanic grip. I think that's what it's called. So mechanic's grip is gonna be your thumb on the side, index finger on the top, and then these three fingers kind of just off to the side, other side as well. So that's mechanic's grip. Then what you're gonna be doing is you're going to be riffling up the deck like this, okay? Riffling up the deck with your thumb, and you're gonna get up to the top two cards like that, and then get a pinky break under here, just like that. And when you get a pinky break, they will come together just like that, if you can see that. And then what you're gonna be doing is there's two ways you can do a double lift. There's the more easier way, which is this, and there's the more hard way, or the more harder way, but it looks better, which is this. So they have the same premise, but one looks a bit better than the other. So let's go with the easier one. So you're gonna get your break with the two cards, and then you're gonna put your finger right here, middle ring, and then the thumb right here. And you're gonna flip it over with your index finger like that. And this ensures that the cards are more together rather than moving around and such. And then you grab it in the same positions, and then you flip it back over like that. It's still the same principles, still the same double lift. It's just a bit more easier to perform. So now we're gonna be doing the more harder double lift, like that, which I actually learned just like a few days ago. So we're gonna see how this goes. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna do the pinky break again, riffle up the cards, get the pinky break, you're all set to go. And then what you're gonna do is with this little indent right here, you're going to take it right here with your index and thumb and just flip it over, just like that. And then kind of square it up immediately as you flip it over, so it doesn't look like there's two cards. And if the two cards are like this, if your cards are old like mine, you can just let go, and then there'll be a break already set because of the bent cards. And all you have to do is just pick them up again and then flip them back over. And that is how you do the double lift. All right, this guy asked for a double lift and a shuffle, and he also asked for some basics, so I'll give you some more basics. So we're gonna be doing the other one called the Slip Force, and the Slip Force is a really fun little trick that you can do. There's also another effect like the Slip Force that works just as well, but it's actually easier to do. It's actually suggested by this guy right here. Thank you to him for doing that, if you're watching this video. So we're gonna do the Slip Force first, and then we're gonna do the Hindu Force, which he recommended. So Slip Force, you're basically gonna hold it in mechanics grip like this, and then you're gonna have these 3 fingers kind of come up the deck like this and hold on to the top card right here, which in a magic trick, it could be their card. So let's just leave this face up so I can show you. So what you're essentially doing is you're gonna be doing an overhand shuffle. If you don't know how to do that, it's basically just peel off some cards, peel off some cards, peel off some cards. And you keep doing that until the deck is gone. And that's one of the other ways you can shuffle. So basically what you're going to be doing is you're going to be keeping the top card on the top while you do an overhand shuffle like that. So what you're going to be doing is you're going to hold the deck like this, kind of like that, so you can move around freely without your thumb, and then you're going to put your thumb like right here, okay? What you're gonna do is you're gonna take off this part of the deck and you're gonna hold on to the top card as you do that, okay? And in a trick that you might be doing, oh, that's really funny. King of Hearts, King of Diamonds, that's really funny. Anyway, there might be a trick that you have their card on top and you just wanna make it look like it gets lost into the deck. And then what you do is you just shuffle everything else right there, and their card is still on top. This can also be used for force selection. So say you are shuffling the cards and you want to keep the top card on there because you have a prediction for their card being like the King of Hearts or something. So let's just say that, okay? So what you can do is you're going to hold it in the same position. You're going to have your fingers like that and your thumb like this, just like that. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna tell them when to stop. You're gonna riffle through the cards, okay? Just practice riffling this way, so you can get good at this. And then you're gonna riffle through the cards, and then you can ask them to tell me when to stop. Let's say they stop like right here, okay? And what you're gonna do is, as you take off the top part of the cards, you're gonna leave that card on top, right there. So now it looks like that's the card that they selected, and so that's a forced selection. It can be used for predictions, or what you could do is you can have them select a card. Let's say this one. Oh, what is with the King of Hearts and the King of Diamonds? That is hilarious. So you're gonna put the King of Diamonds on top, and then you can shuffle it in, or you can fake shuffle it in, right? Just like that, okay, with the Slip Force. And then you can do a riffle shuffle, and make sure that their card is on top like that, and then you can oh gosh, that's a terrible shuffle. And then you can just riffle through the cards, and then you can say tell me when to stop, and say stop right here. And it'll look like that they stopped at their selection again. So that was the Slip Force move. And now the other one that is a little bit easier, but it's not really used in shuffling, is called the Hindu Force, and this is what it is. So now your prediction, say your prediction is at the bottom of the deck instead of the top. It's going to be at the bottom, because I'll show you why in a minute. What you basically do with the Hindu shuffle is you hold it with your middle and then thumb right here, and then your index finger can linger around here. And then what you're gonna do is you're gonna come under and you're just gonna take some of the top off right here, and then keep going like this, and you can tell the audience when to stop. You say stop, and then the illusion will make it look like they stopped right here, but you were taking cards off the top instead of the bottom. So you can, so essentially, hold on. So let's say they're new cards, 2 of spades they're going to select. So you just say tell them to stop. Let's say they stop like right here, and then you can be, oh, that's your card, okay? And then you can keep going on with that trick. Do some Slip Force moves if you can. All that jazz. So that is the Hindu Force and the Slip Force. Equally really good at forcing cards and such. Now I looked through my comments, and I think that's like the only question comment I have on my channel, except for some others that are basically the same thing. But like, so please, if you want me to make more videos from your comments, please just put something down in the comments, ask a question, I'll answer it in another video. So since there's no more like question comments, I'm gonna be moving on to more of this guy's comments, which he is pretty awesome, to be honest, because he's probably a better magician than I am, to be honest. But he's given me a lot of like magic advice, like, hey, you should do this instead of this. Anyway, I really appreciate that guy. So we're gonna look at his comment that he put right here. And it's another type of trick that deals with slip force. So you'll be able to do this really easily, and it's a really cool trick that he explained to me, and let's get into it. So I'm gonna get straight to the tutorial of how to do this instead of doing the performance and then how the trick is done. So we're gonna do that instead. So the magician starts out by shuffling the cards. This is a shuffled deck, so you don't have to worry about any setup of any kind or anything like that. Anyway, you're gonna have the spectator select any card, and let's say they select this one right here. It is the 8 of diamonds, okay? So with their 8 of diamonds, I'm gonna put it on the top right here. I'm gonna shuffle it in, and when you shuffle it in, you're gonna do the slip force move that I've taught you, okay? Just like that. And then you're going to just shuffle the deck, make sure their card is on top like that. And then you're going to just pretend to look for their card. And you already know where their card is, so you don't really have to worry about it. But you're gonna pretend to look for their card, okay? And you're gonna say, oh, I messed up, so we're gonna have to do this again. So you're gonna pretend to do it again, you're gonna shuffle the deck again. This time you're gonna make sure that their card is still on top right here, just like that. Do a shuffle, and you're gonna force their card that they selected back to them, and you're gonna do that with the slip force. So you're going to just riffle the cards and say they stop right here, and then you're just gonna pull that out to the slip force, and then it'll look like they selected their card again. And it honestly makes for a pretty good reaction, to be honest. Now, if you have any questions about how to do magic tricks and some really cool magic tricks that you can do, like something you saw on social media or something like that, and that you really want to know how to do, then please just leave me a comment. That's literally all you have to do. I would also subscribe so you would know when those type of videos are coming out for the commenters. So do that. Leave a comment, I'll answer it, and yeah, that's it. Thank you for watching this video, and if there are any commenters that have ever commented on any of my videos, shout out to you. You're awesome. Thank you for having me make this video. Have a good day, the rest of you, and see you in the next video. That was cringe.